losing hearts in twos, 'cause that's what the baddest do. The devil don't back, nah, nah, that. Diamonds on drip, 'cause I came to make a splash. Gonna break rules and hearts in twos, 'cause that's what the baddest do. It's crazy. Sorry for the bad news, sorry I'm so bad. Only took a minute for me to get what you had. Sorry for the bad news, no it makes me sad. Live for a minute, baby, you should pack your bags. Way that I look should be breaking the law. If I don't got it, I take what I want. My circle small like a round of applause. You know that I love the sound of applause. You know I mean everything that I say. When you see me coming, get out of the way. I can just lay, back and I'm better and ready to stay. I'm doing damage when just how I planned it. I do what I want when I say. 모든 날 따라해 난 끝내주잖아. To live on the edge of insane. It's crazy.
Sorry, not sorry for being the best. 언제든지 내가 좀 mess. Look at the gold, all on my chest. Look at the gold, call it a flex.
We at the top again, now what? Happy little crown, but count us higher than a mountain. And we be up here for the long run, strap in for a long one. We got everybody on one. Now you coming at the king, so you better not miss. And we only get stronger with everything I carry up on my back. You should paint it up with a target. Why would you dare me to do it again? Come get your spoiler, but we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, look at you coming on, name you ought to know by now that we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, maybe you wonder what your future's gonna be, but I got it all locked up. Take a lap now, don't be mad now. Run it back, run it back, run it back now. I got bodies lining up, think you're dreaming of greatness. Send you back home, let you wake up. Why would you dare me to do it again? Come on, get your spoiler, but we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, look at you coming on, name you ought to know by now that we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, maybe you wonder what your future's gonna be, but I got it all locked up.
在以后，除了是傻子，还有其他吗？我左右，键盘琵琶在时间滴答着，还不够。你的固执让未来守候，哪怕太迟也不想以后。就在这时放肆的挑逗。I got the height of a lion, I know the harder you climb, the harder you fall. I'm at the top of the mountain, too many bodies to count. I've been through it all. I had to weather the storm to get to the level I'm on. That's how the legend was born. All of my enemies already dead and born. I'm ready for war. They know I'm ready for war. I told them we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, look at you coming, my name you ought to know by now. We're taking over. Hey, maybe you wonder what your future's gonna be, but I got it all locked up.
you should just have more space to put it in. Yeah.
We at the top again now, what? Happy lay the crown, but count us higher than a mountain. And we be up here for the long run, strapping for a long one. We got everybody on one. Now you coming at the king, so you better not miss. And we only get stronger with everything I carry up on my back. You should paint it up with a target. Why would you dare me to do it again? Come get your spoiler, but we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, look at you having my name. You ought to know by now that we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, maybe you wonder what your future's gonna be, but I got it all locked up. Take a lap now, don't be mad now. Run it back, run it back, run it back now. I got bodies lining up, think you're dreaming of greatness. Send you back home, let you wake up. Why would you dare me to do it again? Come get your spoiler, but we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, look at you having my name. You ought to know by now that we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, maybe you wonder what your future's gonna be, but I got it all locked up.
在以后，除了是傻子，还有其他吗？我左右，节拍琵琶在时间滴答着，还不够。你的固执让未来守候，哪怕太迟也不想以后。就在这时放肆的挑逗。I got the heart of a lion, I know the harder you climb, the harder you fall. I'm at the top of the mountain, too many bodies to count. I've been through it all. I had to weather the storm to get to the level I'm on. That's how the legend was born. All of my enemies already dead. I'm born, I'm ready for war. They know I'm ready for war. I told them we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, look at you having my name. You ought to know by now that we're taking over. Hey, maybe you wonder what your future's gonna be, but I got it all locked up.
But I remember, I wish I could forget what you did.
The issue with playing Christmas music is I don't know what is and isn't copyright protected, so I cannot really play anything because I haven't looked it up yet. And I am not willing to do that currently. So, yeah, we're just gonna keep playing the stuff that I know isn't copyright protected. Give me a second.
What are you willing to What you gonna do now? It's your reflection looking back to pull you down. So are you gonna die today or make it out alive? You gotta conquer the monster in your head and then you'll fly, fly, phoenix fly. It's time for a new empire. Go bury your demons, then tear down the ceiling, phoenix fly. And now you're playing with matches, come out of the ashes underneath you. A million voices in the crowd, they're screaming, stop now. Well, let them swallow the pride, you're turning the tide to true believers. Got them in the palm of your hand, you're playing God now. What you gonna do now? It's your reflection looking back to pull you down. So are you gonna die today or make it out alive? You gotta conquer the monster in your head and then you'll fly, fly, phoenix fly. It's time for a new empire. Go bury your demons, then tear down the ceiling, phoenix fly. What you gonna do now? French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love said to me, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids are milking, 7 swans are swimming, 6 geese are laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the
It certainly has been a dramatic season with a lot of interesting ups and downs, not just from play, but also from politics. But hopefully, the point of this short season was to figure out kind of how the new SR system was working for us. So hopefully, people liked the new SR system and it worked out for the teams and for the league.
And I'm well aware there's been some positive and some negative feedback on it, and we as staff do want you to know that we
Yeah.
are listening to your feedback. And
Absolutely. You know what you can do? If you have feedback about the SR system, you can at the individual council member you think would be best to deal with your
Rodeo.
feedback
Rodeo.
in general chat. No, any of them. I mean, a lot of them don't talk in general chat just because they're shy. So you should just at them so that they feel like they can come forward and talk.
Or
I mean,
instead of doing that, you could open a ticket and you might actually get a response.
See,
that's
both
less
of
fun.
these
That's less
answers
fun for
are
me.
correct.
One of them's less fun for meal, though. So I think you should go with the one where you at the specific council member in chat. Specifically, either Deadstock, Yellow, or Rodeo. Or Stonewall, because I also know Stonewall. Because I can
I'm an admin. I'm not
specifically
council.
enjoy. Yeah, but you're very good at bugging council from admin position.
True.
So anything where I can specifically reap the benefits of this, personally, that works for me. New SR system is fire. Well, that's one yes vote from the community from MV Kunai.
I'm expecting to have like 10 pings in a minute, and it's going to be entirely your fault, Reed. Everyone
That is the
remember
goal.
to ping Reed and remind her that she is
not
a nerd, but is also a wonderful caster.
Please don't ping me. I've already blocked pretty much every single channel in MOWL. Do not make me
Instead
go
of-
more
Instead
severe.
of DM saying that I look really nice on stream.
You do. I think
Gray
the
picture.
I think the white of the background really brings out the gray.
It really does, honestly. Like, it's an entire vibe.
Unfortunate. Should I switch the picture to white now?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, let's actually look at these teams. So we have Florida Mans, which is going to be in blue for the start. It looks like with LA and Joy is going to be in red. It looks like we're getting ours. So these are probably going to be the final comps. So we may actually be going in here right now, but it looks like we have Xerxes and FTB as the tanks for the Florida Mans with Ryutai and Killfeeder in at DPS and Ethelred and Nobody in at support. So they're probably running a pretty low SR support line, would be my guess. Yep. Oh, production needs another. Oop. They're going. Okay. Oh boy. Production needs some time.
Yep.
Alright. It's okay. We could talk more about the team comp. So Ryutai,
Cool.
also known as Mosquito, right? Mosquito?
I think so.
Correct.
Okay. Hit scan, kill feeder, kind of an all-around player. Masters, and a master thrower. So, FTB and
Also
Xerxes.
correct.
Also correct, yeah. I don't know. They're solid tank duo. So on the side of LA and Joy, we have our council member Dallin in the tank slot, a pretty decent tank, followed with Ruby King, who is
alright.
known for a good Reinhardt, Fangori and Hinata on the DPS slots with Legend Lubu. I'm gonna guess is what the name is supposed to be there. And
That's what it is, yeah.
and Jabba Dude on the support. Solid plat support. So let's see. It looks like in terms of SR, the highs and lows are a little more spread out across the roles for LA Ninja Way, and that they kind of have a lot more plats in there, and lots of plats and golds. Do they have any diamonds in there? Is Dallin is a diamond?
Dallin, yeah.
Is Hinata? No. So it looks like their only diamond is Dallin. Meanwhile, FTB, Mosquito, and Killfeeder. Well, Killfeeder is playing on DPS, so he uses his DPS SR, or does he use his highest SR?
Highest.
So Killfeeder at Masters. So Florida's pretty stacked here, but to compensate for all of those diamonds and really high level players, they have some lower level players we have some gold and silver players that are coming in at support, as well as Xerxes, who is also a gold tank. So, I mean, it's heavy-handed. They're having a lot of punch on DPS, and they have a pretty strong tank line. So it's going to be on LA Ninja Way to really pressure the support line here. And we're going to see how they do that. I don't know. It looks like first map is going to be Nepal, while we're waiting for people to get back from pee breaks. FTB is apparently getting his maple syrup. I'm assuming that
Understandable,
joke
really?
because he's Canadian. Right, Yellow? He's Canadian?
Correct.
Okay. Cool.
Florida has the Canadian tank duo.
Oh, they're both Canadian. That's very
Yeah,
They're going up.
You wouldn't know that Xerxes is Canadian because he's toxic.
I mean, there's a solid Canadian tank on the side of LA Ninja Way in Dallin, so.
Is Dallin
You know.
also Canadian?
Yes,
we
he
have
is.
so many Canadians here. All right, it looks like we're actually going into the game.
All right. Well, peace out. I'll see y'all at halftime.
All right. Let's see. So we're starting off at Sanctum, an indoor map. A very good boop map with this lovely pit here. Let's see if anyone decides to take advantage of the boot maps. I know Ball has been pretty popular on this map. Farah has seen some play on this map. Echo's seen some play. But I don't know what these teams will run. I've watched Florida a little bit, but LA Ninja Way I haven't kept a close eye on, so I don't quite know what they've been practicing or if they just have something completely new they're going to pull out for finals.
Ready for battle.
Well, it looks like we have a Ball Sig on the side of Florida Mans with a Torb Farah and then a Mercy Lucio. We also have a Ball Reinhardt on the side of LA Ninja Way with a Hanzo Reaper and then a Lucio Ana. Slightly more heals for the side of LA Ninja Way, but that's necessary with the Reinhardt that's going to be straight in their face. It has very little escapability and kind of self-supporting. Versus the Sigma, who's kind of more of a utility pick, but not quite as tanky as the Reinhardt. They're going to be relying a little bit on this Torb, I think, for a lot of poke damage, or at least like kind of cleanup damage. And it's going to be on Killfeeder to get where he needs to go. But they really have no hit skin to contest him. Both teams are kind of in, they're already poking around. No one's dead yet. Killfeeder goes down first to down. Ryutai's going to follow up with the pick onto Legend Lubu on the Lucio. Rez is going to come out onto Killfeeder from Ethelred. Ruby King's going to get the pick onto FTB, charges him out of the way. But Killfeeder is back, is going to immediately get two with those people that are low. Ryutai is going to get another pick onto Fangori in the back. And right now, it's just the Ana left as they wisely choose to retreat with Down on the Wrecking Ball also escaping out of the back door. First cap is going to go to a Florida man. No ults yet on either side, but Killfeeder is pretty close. Probably going to have it in the next fight. So keep an eye on that man. Good sleep on the Killfeeder. Immediately picked. Legend Lubu is going to get picked from that. Killfeeder is going to get another pick on Java. The support line is down for LA Ninja Way, and they're going to have to back out. But not before Killfeeder is going to get a pick onto Ruby King, FTB onto Hinata, and nobody's going to get the goodbye pick onto Fangori. And now we're coming up on some ults with Killfeeder, with Barrage. This is a great map for a defensive barrage where you have the Farah, the points already on your side, and you're forcing this team to come through these small doors into a barrage. They also have the Molten Core. This is not a fight they really want to push into, but looks like LA Ninja Way is going to come through this tiny doorway. Rock is going to be down. Justice rains from above. It's going to get two, both TPS down from the side, although Java's going to get the follow-up pick onto Killfeeder. And right now, it is just at a standstill. That shield is low from Ruby King, although it's going to get booped around and picked around. It's going to try and get a charge kill, not going to get a charge kill. Nano comes out onto Ruby King, but it's going to be followed up with Molten Core. Mines are going to come out from Xerxes, as well as Dallin. And Dallin's going to get two picks with the Mines. Ruby King's going to get two picks off the Nano, and it looks like LA Ninja Way is actually going to take this point and get some percentage. So right now it's the stall game with FTB and Killfeeder trying to stall at this point. Killfeeder is going to go down, and the FTB is going to get rolled off the map by Dallin as LA Ninja Way takes first pick. But they're down 73% to 3. Ruby King's immediately in, is going to get the pick onto Xerxes from a charge. Nice early pick, kind of forces them. Mosquito's on the Tracer now. It's not exactly a place you want to be. Yeah, gonna get shot out by Fangori. And now, Lift's coming in to try and open up and create some space. don't think there's any damage followed up there, so I don't think anyone's gonna do that. He has actually transplanted Fangori and Java onto this top shelf over here. I don't think anyone's too mad about that. Beat is coming out from the side of LA Ninja Way defensively. Shatter comes out from Ruby King. It is going to get 2, it looks like. Xerxes is gonna fall down. Nobody's gonna fall. And it looks like LA Ninja Way is enjoying this hold. They have both DPS ults on hand for the next time that they try to pick. Mosquito is desperately trying to get in on this right side, but Fangori has spotted him every single time. Beat comes out, Pulse Bomb comes out, Pulse Bomb doesn't get anything. High Noon is on point, is gonna get nobody. Dragon's gonna come out from Fangori. Is that gonna get Ethelred? It is gonna get Ethelred. We're down both supports on the side of Florida Man's. Killfeeder does a barrage. It is gonna get 2. Dallin is gonna follow up and kill Killfeeder, although. So right now, it is tank for tank, and one side has support and one side doesn't. FTB is still on the same. Ooh, Mosquito is gonna get the pick onto Java Dude. That's good for them, but it's still 2 to 1. Mines are where? Underneath? Point. Okay. For the Tracer, I assume.
Correct.
And now LA Ninja is actually looking in a good position to potentially take this segment of the map, although Ryutai is going to get the pick with the help from Xerxes onto Hinata. Killfeeder is going to get the pick, swapping to the McCree onto Fangori. Xerxes is also going to get the Mine pick on Ruby King. As right now, it looks like Florida Man is going to bring this back at 99%. They are up in people, but they are... LA Ninja looks like it's going to just back off the point. They're already at 99, and they have one more fight.
Hello. Hello there.
They have Pulse Bomb, and they have Valk on the side of Florida Man's. Probably an early Valk here to defend the team.
Just a matter of time.
Fanata is going to get the pick on nobody. Ethelred is going to Valk in response. Shatter comes out. Ooh! FTB goes flying off from down. That's a great move. Fangori's going to get the pick onto Ethelred. Fangori's also going to get the pick onto Xerxes. They nanoed the McCree. It's an electric cowboy in the back line. They're desperately trying to kill Mosquito. Mosquito can't get to point, although trying to avoid the McCree. And LA Ninja Way is actually going to take the first segment of Nepal. Good start for them.
0 to 1. Ready for battle. I'm in. Look after yourself out there. Check this out. I will walk among you.
And now we're going to go on to Village.
It's a
Lovely day.
A bit more of an open map compared to Sanctum. Any thoughts, Yellow? Comments, concerns?
It seems to me like Florida is a lot better at defending than attacking.
It's a fair statement. Fair statement. Let's see if that holds. If they are better at defending than attacking, they better hope that they get to point first. They do have the Symmetra TP to try and help with that. They're running the Symmetra Reaper, so they want to get on point and camp on point. Xerxes on the Reinhardt, FTB this time on the Sigma. Oh, FTB was on the Sigma last time. Xerxes was on that. Hinata's going to get the first pick onto Ethelred. Ryutai's going to follow up with the pick onto Hinata. Java's going to get the pick onto nobody. And Killfeeder is going to get the pick onto Ruby King. Trade for trade. They are about even here. Fangori's going to get the pick onto Ryutai, but it looks like we have just better positioning from the side of LA Ninja Way as they're already on point. Xerxes is going to get the pick onto Dallin, although Fangori is going to get the pick onto Killfeeder. Because right now it's just a full-on scrap fight. That anti onto the Reinhardt is good. Immortality has to come out to save Xerxes. They're trying to heal this man up as much as possible. Pin comes out, doesn't get anything. Xerxes is going to get Legend Lugo, though, from it. Shatter comes out, gets 1. Can anyone get onto it? Java is going to go down to that Shatter from the help of Killfeeder. Ruby King is going to get Ethelred in the back. Whoop! There's a charge across point and a pin onto nobody. FTB is going to get... Ruby King. As it looks like Florida Man's is going to take the first point. Get a sneaky Reaper teleport in.
Back to me.
Let's see. Waiting for the first move. Rock comes out. Rock gets nothing into the shield. Fangori's going to get the first pick onto Ethelred. Shatter's going to come out. Isn't going to get anything. Going to be immediately countered by a lift. Most of the team is in the air. The drop is going to immediately kill Hinata. Dallon's going to follow up with another thing. Anti onto the Reinhardt. Dallon's lift is better. Gets 2. Ruby King's going to get the pick onto Ryutai. And then it is just going to be FTB left alone on this point, desperately trying to stall it out for as long as he can. Goes down to the nade from Java Dude. As LA Ninja Way takes back the
Is
points.
that it?
Alright, let's see. Poke, poke, poke. Beat comes out from Florida, as well as the wall. Countered by another beat. Die, 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 as well as the dragon coming across point. Killfeeder's gonna get the first pick onto Ruby King, as this is a mess of a fight. Hinata's also gonna press Q. He's gonna get nobody. Xerxes is gonna go down. FTB is gonna get 2 picks with both supports down. Down's gonna get Ryutai, and Killfeeder's gonna clean up with 2. FTB killing the last of LA Ninja Way on point. As Florida Man presses Q to win. I also didn't notice, but they've swapped Mosquito onto the McCree. Although I think that's recent. As the man's walking back from spawn now. They still have this window. It's going into a potential nano and almost a lift from Dallin. Looks like LA Ninja Way is going to try and push out from the high ground. See what they can get here. Although I don't know if they really... I guess they want the Hanzo up on the high ground. See if they can get a pick off this Hanzo. Fangori has been finding picks pretty reliably. Window, or rather the wall, comes out. The fire strike that was intended for it gets eaten. Lift is going to come out. Reinhardt's in the air. Reinhardt's on the ground. While that lift was happening, Down's going to get the pick onto Killfeeder, as well as a pick onto Ethelred themselves. Down's going to get another pick onto Xerxes and Ryutai, as it looks like LA Ninja Way, with a good lift that does very little in terms of lift, but just kind of distracts the team, is going to actually roll back onto point and recap it. But Florida is already at 97%. Lift comes out from FTB. Half the team's in the air. That's 2 kills to FTB from the lift. 1 kill from Xerxes. Shatter comes out from Ruby King, but there's no one there to follow it up, so they're just going to wake up and get up.
Hello.
And Florida Man, after a quick loss, is just going to instantaneously retake the point. It's at 97%. Can anyone get here to contest it? It looks like we have a Reaper on point to try and contest. It's just going to get shattered and immediately cleaned up. Xerxes is charging it to try and deny it, and it looks like the next segment is going to go to Florida Man. We're 1-1, and the battle for Nepal continues.
Ready for battle.
Alright. And now we are on Shrine, which is the map with the elephant. I don't know if this elephant is ever really explained. It's just kind of here. It's a central piece of the map. But what is the elephant lore?
4,
I feel like we don't know enough, Jeff.
1. Round.
Alright, looks like Mosquito's gonna pull out that Widow that they're rather famous for, followed up by a Reaper from Killfeeder. Again, we have the Ball Sigma from Florida going into the Sigma Rhine from LA Ninja Way. Both sides setting up here on point, both getting there about the same time thanks to the Lucios. Hinata's gonna get the first pick onto nobody. Lamp comes out early to try and defend the tanks on point. Xerxes is gonna get the pick onto Fangori. Lamp goes down. And now it is just picking, but we have more people from LA Ninja Way set up on the point, so it looks like they're possibly gonna get the first cap. Xerxes is desperately trying to disrupt the backline on that Wrecking Ball. Legend Lulu is gonna get the pick onto Killfeeder. FTB is purple in the back, but Xerxes is gonna help him out and get the pick onto Java Dude. Ethelred and Nobody are still here supporting their 2 tanks. Xerxes is gonna go down to a pin from Ruby King. And right now, it's just kind of the supports and tanks duking it out on point. Dallin is going to get the pick onto Mosquito. That Lamp is going to go onto the elephant to save the elephant, because who's thinking of the elephants at this time? Cap is going to go to LA Ninja Way. Shatter's going to come out, but it isn't going to get anyone. Lift is going to come out from FTB with the High Noon from LA Ninja Way. Counter High Noon. FTB is going to get the pick onto Dallin. Beat comes out from LA Ninja Way to try and hold on this point. Hinata is going to get the pick onto Killfeeder. Nano's gonna come out onto Ruby King from Java, as it looks like LA Ninja Way wants nothing to do with Florida and would rather this fight be over sooner rather than later. Hinata gets a little greedy and tries to go into the backline, essentially into the spawn to pick, and Ryutai is just gonna dome them. So now they're down 1, as Florida Man's just gonna try and capitalize off of this pick. Killfeeder's already trying to get a sneaky angle in on the left side over here. Poking at the Reinhardt. Shatter comes out. No one dies to it. Beat comes out from Nobody as Florida Man tries to roll onto point. Pick from the Ryutai onto Fangori. Xerxes is going to take down Ruby King. Xerxes is also going to take down Dallin. Just swinging the hammer as FTB is also going to punch out Lep and Lubu.
No one can
And they're gonna retake this point. Walls comes out to try and deny a further push from the LA Ninja Way. And we're just sitting here. Florida's sitting on 3 ults, while LA Ninja Way has 1 coming up on both the DPS ults too. Probably gonna have dragons by going in. Probably gonna want to do a lift dragons here if I was gonna guess, but Down's dangerously low. Down is gonna get picked out by Killfeeder. That's their combo down. That's really unfortunate. As it looks like, ooh, but Xerxes gets caught out in this tiny room. So now they're even, but they're down a main tank versus not the tank. Lift is gonna come out from FTB, as well as Killfeeder, who's gonna do a Death Blossom in the back. Killfeeder's gonna get 2, FTB is gonna get Hinata in that lift, and now it's just Ruby King on point, who's gonna get cleaned up by Killfeeder, but not before Fangori gets a goodbye pick onto Mosquito. Before jumping off the map. We're almost tied up here in terms of percentage on this point. And now it's going to be 3 ults on the side of LA Ninja Way versus 2 on the side of Florida Man's. Ryutai swapping onto the Genji. Window comes out, but it's a little far away as the team just kind of pushes through it and denies the use of that window. Lift comes out, Lift Dragons. Beat also from the side of LA Ninja Way. The Lift Dragons is good. It's going to get 2 picks. Killfeeder's going to get a retaliatory pick onto Ruby King, but right now it's just a matter of stall from Florida. Fangori's going to get the pick onto Killfeeder. Down's going to get the pick onto FTB, and Fangori's going to get the pick onto nobody. It's just Ryutai here trying to stall out this point as long as possible. Can anyone kill the Genji? Down can kill the Genji. And 81 to 52, LA Ninja Way is going to reclaim this point. We're going to see some swaps here. Nope. FTB is going to take an aid. We have a Nano Reinhardt in play here. Killfeeder and Fangori, it looks like, are trying to duke it out on this high ground. Killfeeder's forced to Wraith off away from Fangori. You don't want to face the Hanzo in close range. Ryutai's trying to contest them on the Genji, as Fangori just kind of dashes back to her team. Nano comes out, Nano Shatter. Shatter doesn't get anything, but the Nano is good. Ooh, Beat goes down. Oh no, Beat gets stunned out. Nice, nice, nice. Lift comes out from FTB. And that's going to be 2. 3 down to FTB. Excellent lift. It's Ruby King on point. Dallin in the back with Fangori. Dallin is going to get Killfeeder. Ruby King is going to kill FTB. Nobody's going to kill Fangori. And Ruby King's going to kill nobody. It's Mosquito here on point. Dragon Blade and Lift coming out from both sides. Can anyone kill anyone? Mosquito goes down, but it's just in time for Xerxes to be back on point. And Xerxes alone on point. FTB's back on ball, trying to spin to win. It's gonna get antied here. Killfeeder's back well. Ethelred on this Baptiste. Balls are coming out from both sides, and it is overtime. The Shatter is so good! It's 3 people from Xerxes. Death Blossom to clean it up. And it's just the Wrecking Ball on point. Wrecking Ball's gonna get cleaned up, and it looks like Florida is gonna actually take this back 81 to 99. Nobody has anything to tank. Fangori's dangerously close to Dragons and High Noon, but Fangori's gonna have to swap to Tracer to try and get back. It's just gonna be the High Noon from the side of LA Ninja Way, and that can be a pretty finicky ult to set up. They also almost have window from the side of Baptiste, and that ult charges crazy fast. Fangori's going to go in for the touch from the left, but it looks like they've already been spotted by FTB. LA Ninja Way is going to try and push on the point. Hinata's going to get a pick onto Ryutai. Xerxes is going to get the pick onto Legend Lubo, and it is just going to be a scrap fight on point as overtime 99 to 99. High Noon comes out. Xerxes is going to get 2 charge kills. High Noon doesn't get anything. Dallin is going to get the pick onto Killfeeder in the back. Hinata's going to get a pick onto Ethelred. Nobody's going to get the pick onto Jabba. As it looks like it is just Dallin on point with Hinata falling to FTB finally. It's just this Wrecking Ball left. Can anyone get back to assist? Ooh, Legend Luba gets back in time to beat, but Beat is countered again by nobody. Both sides with a lot of HP right now. As it looks like it's just going to be a messy brawl. Mines coming out from Dallin. Counter mines coming out from FTB. Ruby King's gonna get 2, FTB's gonna get 1 with mines, Killfeeder's gonna get another, FTB's gonna get Jabba on the Moira, Doomfist is coming out, all the stall characters here on Shrine, guys. The best part of Overwatch, the stall. Dawn's gonna get a pick onto Ethelred, don't get off the point! It's just pick after pick. Right now they're doing so good, both sides are stalling. FTB's gonna get 3 picks. Blade comes out from Mosquito, and that's gonna be what cinches it. That's an amazing stall for both sides. Holy shit. As Florida takes the first map on Nepal.
Play of the game.
FTB honestly was really good on the Sigma. They had a really good lift, not just on this map, but on the Shrine map that helped them flip it back.
FTB just played insane that entire map. Really.
Yeah. Although, he was 4% from greatness with only 65% kill participation, so...
Disappointing.
Honestly...
He's throwing, actually throwing.
He almost had it. He almost had greatness. Alright. Is this where the analyst comes in? I don't know how this works with an analyst.
No, this is where you guys continue to talk about what you just saw.
Okay. I've never done the cast.
Will come in halftime.
Alright, good to know.
If you give me a raise, though, I could be convinced to come in right now.
I have no money to pay you.
We'll give you 50% more than 0.
Aw, shucks. Thanks,
true.
Yellow. Guys,
True,
look,
that's
my
true.
boss is offering me a raise. See, guys, follow your dreams.
Your boss is a 16-year-old.
Yep.
FTV feast. That was a great play from Florida Mans. Honestly, I think FTB really just fucking carried that team there. It was huge. He had some crazy lifts there. Also had some really good picks from the side of both. I think, honestly, Killfeeder had probably the better picks. Fangoria also had some really good picks on the Hanzo. Really loving that Hanzo. All 3 segments, I think. Did some good work on that.
I think
Dallin also.
Wade definitely has had the better supports in that map.
Absolutely. No contest.
The Florida's supports got picked a lot. It's just they didn't have the follow-up.
True. Yeah, no, they stalled it out really well. Both teams, like, even when it was down to just claiming, like, a little bit more percentage, when you knew the fight was over, but you still wanted to get that, like, extra 5% you could. Florida Man, I think, did better at just, like, stalling out. Like, you could see certain players rotating off the point and other players rotating there. I think Mosquito stalled it out for a good 4% when it was the last man standing on Genji. And that's pretty good, because when it's adding up, when you're against a team, getting those extra chunks of percentages, even though you know the fight's over and you're technically feeding the enemy team ult, like, it's still worth it, especially on control point maps. Let's see. Is there anything from chat? Down saying, Mom, get the camera. No. Cover top is getting deleted by the moderators. You'll love to see it.
Yeah, Dipstock beat me to it. And Darling to it, apparently.
And me.
Nice. What does 07 mean? Is that a reference? Oh. Okay. Oh, I see it now. Okay, that's cute. Alright, well. FCB stands for Feed the Beast. Yes, that's true. I don't know if we
not
messaged
true.
that. It's not true?
That's not true. His name doesn't. His name is Fast Trigger Bob.
I don't know if you're telling the truth, but
No,
either
that's
way, I would
100%.
like that.
That's 100%
so
genuine.
Stupid. Oh my god. It's amazing.
Wow, way to insult his name like that. Jeez.
I thought it always meant Feed the Beast, and then you're like, no, it's Fast
Overwatch
Trigger
name.
Bob.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
That's his Discord
Also,
name. It just
Kristen,
doesn't fit on an
I
Overwatch
am
name.
the dickhead box. That's me, Reed. Yellow is the Discord gray, because he's offline. Alright, it looks like we have some swaps coming in here. It looks like we're going to have Shadow Acid coming in for Xerxes, and McCree coming in for Killfeeder, and then Ozone and Nine Lota coming in for Nobody and Ethelred on the support line. I think Ozone is their diamond support, right? Yeah. Oh, solid diamond player. McCree is diamond tank, but a plat DPS. And Shadow Acid is plat. And it looks like we have no swaps from the side of LA Ninja Way. So. Let's see. It looks like we're going to go to Hanamura. What would you play on Hanamura? If you're... Who's defending first? LA Ninja Way? Or Are they attacking first? I never know how this goes. I don't pay
Red
attention.
attacks first.
Red attacks first? Okay. If you're Florida Mans, how would you defend? How would you defend at this point?
They've got a pretty solid run Zarya there. Maybe with a Widow and probably a McCree.
I have seen them pull out the Ashe too, so could be an Ashe just for the dynamite damage. And Ozone is also a sick Baptiste, if I remember correctly.
That is correct.
So probably going to be running them on the Baptiste. Dallin and Ruby King probably going to pull out a Rein Zarya of their own, I imagine. Unless they're attacking with something sneaky and they want to run Dallin on the ball. Fang's probably going to play the Hanzo. Hanzo was treating her well last map. Our new councilwoman, by the way, guys. Congrats to Fangori. I don't know what Hanada's going to play. And I imagine Jabadude's probably going to stick on the Ana. It looks like he was assigned main support for this. Because I think he plays Ana and Zen almost exclusively. There's so many people that like to two-trick those heroes. Like, it's a very telling, like, personality type in terms of support. If you meet a support player and they're like, I only play Ana and Zen, and it's like, I now know everything about your personality. Yeah. It's like, now I know. I know everything I need to know. No further introductions necessary. Thank you very much.
I'm talking to you, Noodle, if you're out there.
Yeah, Noodle. Although Noodle is apparently sick with a cold, which is sad. But, so hopefully Noodle feels better if she's listening. Have some chicken noodle soup.
Also, stop one-tricking Ann and Zen, or two-tricking.
Two-tricking. Yeah. Alright. Whoop. They're adding you, apparently.
They need a role clarification, Yellow.
Okay, I'll be back.
Alright, it looks like the issue is whether or not SRs are locked before playoffs.
Hold on.
I'm gonna go too.
Yeah. Alright.
You got any of those facts to hit us up with,
I can hit you up with some sick facts. I know they were super popular last time, apparently, which I guess I'm glad. God, what do you guys want facts about? There's so much. I pulled up some of my old college notes, and don't get me started about how old these notes are. Let's leave that to the imagination, everyone. We can talk about sharks. How about? Sharks are really cool. Sharks are one of the oldest marine creatures. They've been around pretty much for a really long time and relatively unchanged evolutionarily speaking. So what that means is that essentially they've found their evolutionary niche. They think they know what they're doing and they're doing it really well enough that nothing is contesting them. Sharks are actually not fish. They're a special, they're closely related to rays in that they, what's the name? I'm gonna butcher this horribly. They're a chordata, but they're chondrichthyes, I believe is how it's pronounced. So basically, because they're chondrichthyes, which is this subclass that includes mostly sharks and stuff, but they're cartilaginous fish. So they don't have bones. They're not bony fish, which are osteichthyes. Osti being the Greek word for bone. So they're cartilaginous fish, which include sharks and rays and skates. There's also some sort of like weird worms that are in there, but we're not going to talk about that right now because I don't know enough facts about the worms. But sharks are really interesting because their biology is a little whack. You may have heard that like sharks always have to be moving in order to keep water going over their gills because they rely on the passive motility of water. It's not actually water is going over the side of their gills, it's that water is going through their mouths and then out their gills. They actually have holes inside their mouths and the water goes through their mouth and then out through the gills, and it's that passive flow. It's kind of like how you breathe. It's just that flow that goes over their gills.
Yeah.
They're also really interesting because they're actually hyperosmotic. So what that means is that, so Osmotic is basically anything to do with water and water regulation, and oh, it looks like we're starting.
Yes, we are starting.
Traveling
Well,
to
we'll talk about this the next time that we roll it. But just know that sharks are hyperosmotic and it's weird, and we can talk about it later. Alright, so looks like all is good. The rule issue was solved. And it looks like we are ready to go into Hanamura. Have you ever been to Japan, Yellow?
No.
Lame. I've been once in 2009. Good year 2009.
Well, that wasn't 2020, so.
It looks like they haven't actually started up the match yet. We're just having some laughs as we wait for whoever is owner
Hello there.
to be ready. There we go.
initiate
Back to spawn with all of you. Do we know where in Japan Hanamura is supposed to be, like on the map? Like I know, is that supposed to be Mount Fuji in the background, or is that supposed to be another mountain? Alright. Okay, that makes sense. I like how they're just like, you know what we could do? We could just smack a castle in the middle of Tokyo. No one's gonna question that. There are, but they're not this big, at least I don't remember this, but also I was a kid, so maybe I just didn't pay attention, which is fair. I was very distracted.
Attackers incoming.
Honestly, I remember Osaka way more clearly than I remember Tokyo, just because of Downtonbury, which is like this amazing like Times Square times 1,000. I remember my tiny mind was blown. It's amazing.
I don't
really
even think I
good
could
food.
picture Times Square times 1,000, dude.
Dude, you
Times
should
Square is
Google.
big enough.
You should Google images. It's like an entire street, and it's just the walls are covered with signs that are like LED digital, and it's crazy. And people are in cosplay and in costumes, and there's just a man in a giant monkey outfit handing you treats, and it's just normal,
Get in the
and it's
saddle.
great.
Ryan Sigma into double shield.
True. Shadow Acid is dropping from the high ground, although is gonna have to reposition. Looks like they teleported straight to points. They have to drop down to contest them, but that's not the direction you want to drop down as defenders. Now you're taking the attacker position as they've completely swapped the map on you. LA and Joy taking the defender position from Florida Mans. They got a tick out of it already. That's pretty good for Hanamura. I think they're just gonna force. Rez comes out from 9 Lota, but like honestly, a Shadow Acid gets the pick onto Fangor, Ryuta's gonna get the pick onto Legend Lubu. Maybe Florida Man can take it out. That's a good lamp onto point, allows them to creep on and contest it. Ozone is on point trying to contest it. They've almost got the first point. Nano comes out from Jabba Dude onto Hanada's gonna get the pick onto McCree. FTB's gonna get the pick onto Jabba Dude, but Ruby King's gonna get the pick onto FTB. Hanada's gonna clean up Ruby King, and that is a very clean point take from LA Ninja Way. Excellent teleport.
With Shatter, Lift, and very close to Rebrawl.
Yeah.
Florida has Window and close to Bob.
Hello.
It looks like Florida's setting up on this high ground with Ozone over the main point. Ryutai also on the Widow, looking for picks. Window comes out, Bob comes out. Ryutai's gonna get the pick onto Fangori, McCree's gonna get a Dynamite pick onto Legend Lubu, Bob's gonna get Jabba, Dallon's gonna get Ozone, Ryutai's gonna get Ruby King, and Bob's gonna clean up Dallon. Hanada is gonna get 9 load up before being shut down by Shadow Acid. Almost had it. I mean, they have 5 minutes and change to take point B. I'd be feeling pretty nice if I was LA Ninja Way. That was a clean point A take. Clean. They're still on the Symmetrical, though. Not exactly ideal for point B. You can do some funky stuff with it. Looks like they're going to keep trying to teleport over on this side, but you've already done it once, so they know you're coming. Although Dallon is going to get the rock pick onto Mosquito and going to go for the lift. Just going to get the Mercy. Is that enough to kill the Mercy? It's not enough to kill the Mercy. 9 Loda is going to go down to Legend Lubuo, though. Shadow Ass is going to get the pick onto Dallon, and Bongo comes out. Hanada with the Death Blossom is going to get FTB, the Lamp, and Ozone. Beat is going to come out from LA Ninja Way. And right now it's just Shadow Acid and Ryutai on point trying to stall this out while their team gets back. 9 Lota is back in time to watch Shadow Acid die. Ooh! An attempt at a res from 9 Lota, but that's a risky res with the Reaper staring you in the face. It looks like Florida Man's able to chase off the LA Ninja Way. Very close, although. They managed to get 76% out of that. Not a bad push. Have another Bob here from McCree, Valkyrie also, but we have the giant magical wall from Fangoria on Symmetra. Coming up on Shatter as well. Ooh, Pulse Bomb also on the side of Flordo. Looks like Ryutai is trying to see if they can get a sneaky Pulse Bomb. Goes on to Ruby King, but it is going to kill Fangoria as Ruby King was standing next to him shielding the teleporter. That's a great pick. Valk comes out from Nine Lota defensively. Looks like LA Ninja Way is just going to try and fight out in this room. They're going to get the pick onto Ozone, and they're just kind of bugging Ryutai here. But Ryutai is just going to blink out of this tiny room back to the team. It's going to get the pick on Legend Lubu before they go, though. LA Ninja Way forced to back off. Ooh. Although they are not going to back off far enough as Ruby King is going to get drilled down as Florida Man pushes up to contest. Jabba's hiding on this rock. Has been spotted. Run away, man. Isn't going to get away. McCree's going to clean up, get a nice extra pick onto Jabba. That is going to be a good stagger from them. Florida Man swapping back to this Rhine Sig comp off of the Orisa. It doesn't seem to have been working very well for them. Dallin is here trying to poke out the Ashe on point. Is going to send the Bob to point. Bob is going to set up on point with Ruby King in there on charge. Both DPS, both getting picks onto Legend Lubu and Fangor. Ryutai's going to get another pick onto Ruby King. Rez comes out for FTB. Florida Man's hold. LA Ninja Way has 4 ults to play for. Let's see what they pick to use in this next push. They're pushing into... Ooh, nice sleep. Sleep onto the Tracer, but it's in the window. No one can kill him. Ball comes rolling through. Mines come down onto the Reinhardt over here on the right side on the Mega, but it doesn't look like anyone's going to get picked by the Mines. Just both tanks are staring at this Wrecking Ball. They're not paying attention to point. Wall comes out on point from Fangori. Teleporter up on top by Ozone. Shatter comes out, but it looks like it's going to get rocked. Shatter comes out from Shadow Ashes. It's going to get Ruby King. McCree on the high ground is going to just clean up Fangori, as well as Ryutai is going to clean up Legend Lubu. The Mercy Pistol comes out for a hot second, goes away. This is just this Wrecking Ball rolling away. A little bit of a scattered push from both sides. A little bit of a scattered defense, but they managed to pull it together. We're down to 1 minute 35. They have a Nano on the side of LA Ninja Way. Looks like they're going to try pushing this high ground. See if they can remove McCree, who's been a consistent issue. McCree is actually going to leave the high ground, go to the other high ground. Smart. Continue the crossfire. Beat comes out encountering from the lift. Nano also goes onto the ball from Jabba Dude. McCree is going to get a pick onto Legend Lubu. Ryu's going to get a pick onto Hanada, and FTV is going to clean up Jabba Dude, as it looks like with Reinhardt and Baptiste, Dallin is going to go down. The Valkyrie comes out defensively. Ryutai's going to clean up FTV, and we're down to the minute mark. We have Wrecking Ball coming online. We have a Death Blossom. It looks like Fangori swapped to the Hanzo a little while ago, and we have Jabba Dude coming out on the Baptiste, actually. They're pushing into 4 ultimates here. And McCree's shown to be a really good, strong pick on this Ashe. And they haven't been able to really contest him at all. I'm assuming it's a him. Sorry if it's not. Looks like they're going to continue to try and push the high ground. LA Ninja Way coming up this tiny hallway. I don't know if you really want to do that. But there's a Pulse Bomb on the other side. Pulse Bomb doesn't get anything. Looks like the Immortality saves him. Shadow Acid is going to get 2 picks. Shatter comes out. Shadow Acid is going to get 5 picks. Hanada's going to try to die. Is going to get pick onto Ozone. But McCree's going to clean up Hanada and Dallin. Rez comes out from Ozone. For Ozone from Nine Lota. And it's 10 seconds. And can anyone get to point? Looks like Ruby King's going to try. Can they make it? Window comes out. Shatter onto Ozone, but that's not the point. You gotta get on the point. Ugh, distracted. Nice play. Nice hold from Florida. Clean point A take, but then they struggled. They had 5 minutes, but couldn't manage to finish out point B. But that's kind of 2CP in a nutshell. So, you know, I wouldn't feel too bad about that, Ellen and Joy. That's just kind of the way it be. Alright. Alright. Let's see what they roll out on. Looks Looks like we're gonna see a Ball Sigma coming out from Florida on the attack, going into the Rhine Sigma on the defense. Fangori on the Hanzo, Hanada on the McCree. Have that same Lucio Anna that they've been preferring to run from LA Ninja Way. It looks like we have Ryutai on the Widow, nope, on the McCree, with McCree on the Reaper, because that's not confusing at all to me as a caster. Ozone is on the Brig, with Nilota on the Baptiste. I'm very curious about this Brig. I trust that Florida knows what they're doing, but I am very curious about the Brig. Immediate eat of the Fire Strike as FTB rolls out on that Sigma. Rock doesn't hit anything. They are going to stun the Sigma. Oh, Dallin's terribly low. He's terribly low. They are going to manage to get him out. But, ooh, that was dicey. Barrier goes down. Ruby King actually goes down. That's a great first pick for Florida. As they're just going to roll on through and continue pressing the advantage. They're going to get the pick on a Fangori. Shadow Acid getting 2 for his team. And now Florida's already on point. McCree's gonna get the pick onto Legend Lubu. Onto the Hanzo off the Reaper. Up, Ozone goes down to Dallin on the Burrito.
I'd rather not.
As it looks like LA Ninja Way is gonna give it up. Florida's already pushing up to try and capitalize on the space they created to see if they can get in position on point B. Shadow Acid is already on point B, bugging Fangori. They haven't even finished capping point A. Gonna get the kill onto Fangori and then roll on out. Nice play. They're already 5 on the defense. Ryutai playing with fire a bit there, but is going to manage to get out on the McCree. McCree also, like, Florida's DPS are here. Shadow Acid is in, manages to boop the Reinhardt off the high ground, does get anti, is going to get the ground pound. Oh, Shadow Acid Parasolo. Shadow Acid is going to go down. High Noon from point. High Noon is, Ryutai's going to get Legend Luba on the High Noon. Is also going to get the pick onto Fangori with the flash and the kill. They have taken the high ground. Rally's going to come out from Ozone. Lift is going to come out. It's really only going to get the Hanzo. Immortality just doesn't save him. Counter lift from FTB into the mines is going to get 2. Nano is going to come on to Ruby King. The mines is going to get 2 kills. Right now it's just Ruby King with that Nano. Ruby King is going to get burned down by Ryutai. Shadow Acid is going to get another pick with the mines. Ozone going to pick on the Fangori, and it looks like that's a dragon from spawn that doesn't even make it before they manage to cap point B. Damn, Florida man.
With a pretty dominant performance there.
I still don't get the Brig, but I don't think I got to see enough of a play to really understand it. So, you know, it was a quick map. Quick attack. I'd love to hear more about the logic behind that, although. But yeah, again, another really good lift. Really good tank play from Florida. Like, more good lifts from FTB. Not just this lift that we saw us play the game, but the last lift there into the mines from Shadow Acid. Also really good. And just some really nice, like, DPS play. Like,
You made the right decision.
LA Ninja Way decided to play aggressive. I think they were going for an early Fire Strike, maybe an early Rock, but Florida Man saw them going for this early damage and just immediately pushed into them and almost killed Dallin, but while trying to save Dallin, they managed to kill Ruby King. And then from there, it was just like a solid steamroll. Like, they never stopped pushing into them. Even while they were capping point A, Shadow Acid and both DPS were already on point B trying to get picks. Like, insane. All right. Is there a halftime now? That's a great question,
No.
Jabba. Is there a halftime now? No.
It's after map 3.
After map 3. No. After map 3. Nice, nice. So that's Florida Man up 2-0 from LA Ninja Way. Now this finals is first to 4, so we are halfway there. Why is the playoff the halftime after map 3 and not map 2 if it's first to 4?
Because first to 3 is map 2, because we're assuming that it's not going to be a 4-0.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. We will have a second halftime after map 6 before map 7, should it get to that point.
Looks like we have some swap. Oh no, it's just icon swaps. Honestly, I am disappointed with the icon game. Like, Florida tried, and they had something going there, and now, like, they were winning with the coordinated Florida Man icon, and then right now, they just swapped it up. You're on a win streak. You don't mess with luck like that. Like, you don't change it up after you've been on a win streak. You don't touch the icon. LA Ninja Way, however, does not have coordinated icons. I am not saying this is why they're losing, but it's probably why they're losing. Coordinated icons are important.
Believe that. Seriously?
100%.
I don't think it really matters.
It absolutely matters. Are you going to tell me that you don't want to do coordinated icons next season as HC?
I'm not saying it doesn't
Uh-huh.
look good, but I don't think it contributes to winning at all.
It's about the mindset, the fact that you already started talking to each other, opened the lines of communication to be like, guys, even if it's not your team icon, just like picking an icon together to be like, we're all communicating together and have already decided to work together in this one first decision. It sets the tone for the rest of the evening. All right.
You think way too much about that.
I think way too much about everything. Let's be real. Alright. Let's see. Well, I just think it's been honestly a lot of really good tank play out of Florida. Like,
yeah, I
I
will
do.
say,
Yeah.
Florida's heals are lacking.
Yeah. No, I think Java has definitely also had some really good antis, some really good nanos that have saved Ruby King a couple of times. Definitely holding the line as the support. Legend Lubu, honestly, have seen him a couple times in the kill feed. Haven't noticed anything egregious in his play. And that's honestly all you want to see from a Lucio, is that they're not falling off the map and fucking up. So, great Lucio play.
If you're watching the stream, Cynical, we're talking to you.
Absolutely. Only talking about Cynical here. Anyways.
And
Looks like-
Waffling.
Can Waffly play Lucio? I don't think that Waffly can play Lucio. Like,
I
not
mean,
even...
He
like-
can, it's not well.
He can even select the hero. That's shocking to me. I'm amazed he can select something that's
I
not
mean-
Reinhardt and Ball.
Or Ball.
Yeah. Although apparently he's been playing Sigma lately. Which is also shocking. Right? Looks like we're gonna go to Watchpoint Gibraltar. Have you ever been to Gibraltar, Yellow?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna ask every time. Well, Gibraltar is lovely. It's actually a really interesting place. If you don't know what Gibraltar is the very, very, very like southern tip of Spain. That technically is owned by England for reasons that are too complicated to get into. So it's technically not
I think we should
Spain.
get into them. I think we should get into them.
I
History
mean-
lesson time.
History lesson time. I mean, the reason why Gibraltar exists is complicated, and honestly, it's a lot of really weird politics and the fact that England is just a giant imperial power that owned most of the world for a great point in time. And when everyone was like, "Hey, England,
I had
maybe
a feeling.
you shouldn't own the whole world," they were like, "Fine, but we're gonna fucking keep Gibraltar, and you can't do anything to stop us." And everyone was like, "You're not wrong." So they
Is
still
that
have
not what
Gibraltar.
happened with Hong Kong?
It is also still what happened with Hong Kong. So yeah, there's a lot of places in the world that France or England still technically own. And then like in the 1950s, the US was like, ah shit, everyone else has places that they own that aren't places. Maybe we should also have places we own. So that's why we have the Virgin Islands and like Puerto Rico and all that shit. Is we just kind of went and took them. And we're like, we own these now. Don't ask any questions. Yeah. There are a lot of places that technically where we have United States that aren't actually states. But Gibraltar's really cool. They actually speak both Spanish and English there. They have you have to go, if you're in Spain, you actually have to go through customs and immigration when you go into Gibraltar because you're technically entering England. It's very small. It's a lot of Spanglish, which is wild to read because when I was there, it was when I was studying abroad in Spain and I had seen so much Spanish or English, and seeing them just completely mixed is almost more disorienting. There's also a giant mountain there, and it has a bunch of monkeys on it. And apparently, Winston Churchill was quoted as saying, as long as there were monkeys in Gibraltar, it would still be owned by England. So, of course, that means that they're like obsessed with these monkeys on this mountain. You can go take pictures of them and feed them spaghetti. Although, technically, you're not supposed to feed them, but you can feed them.
You can feed them spaghetti specifically, or
We brought
anything.
spaghetti.
You just choose.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, technically, I didn't bring any spaghetti because this 500-pound fine if you're caught feeding the monkeys. Someone else, who shall remain nameless in case the Gibraltar officials are listening to this stream, brought spaghetti and handed it out to all the kids to feed the monkeys. Most people
it's not
bring
you.
bread. It's definitely not me. Most people bring bread or granola bars. Essentially, if you have any food on you, that monkey will fucking hunt you down and take it from you. Like, they don't play. They also will bite you, and they're not clean. They're very, very diseased. It's bad. Anyway, it looks like England ceded Gibraltar to Overwatch in whatever universe this is supposed to be. Because I can tell you, Gibraltar's real dang tiny, and this map is probably the entirety of Gibraltar. Right here. They just built a military base on top of it. Or a space shuttle base. I know we're launching a rocket at the end of this map, but is this like the Overwatch space base? Is this the SpaceX of Overwatch League? Like
Of Overwatch League?
Overwatch League, yes. The Overwatch universe is what I meant.
No, because Overwatch is a government organization.
I thought they were working for the UN, technically, which I don't know. Is the UN considered a government, or are they just like a unifying body? Yeah, I don't know that they're technically a government. Huh.
Fair.
I'll have to look into that later.
Who owns the Horizon Lunar Colony?
I forgot to talk about Shark. I'm sorry, guys. I forgot to talk about
I've
Shark.
been to Horizon Lunar Colony. It's awesome.
What country owns the lunar colony?
What country?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think Hammond owns
it's a
it
colony.
right now.
Hammond wouldn't own it. What?
He was the last person there. Who's gonna contest the hamster? Alright, it looks like we have hamsters on both sides, with Killfeeder on the Wrecking Ball and Dallin on the Wrecking Ball. Ruby King swapping over to the D-Bull. Xerxes on the Sigma is going to get hacked by Fangoria on the Sombra. Hinata's on the Widow. Ryutai is going to get the pick onto Fangoria. Dallin's going to get the pick onto Xerxes, but Killfeeder is going to get the follow-up pick onto Hinata. Shadow Acid on the Echo. Ryutai on the Widow with nobody in Ethelred is a Mercy Lucio. Oop, and the pause is going to come out. Well, that's great, because I get to talk more about these cons. It looks like we have a Ana Lucio again with Jabba and Legend Lubu holding up the support line for LA Ninja and Hinata on the McCree off of the Widow after getting smacked in the face by Killfeeder on the Wrecking Ball. We also have an Echo for the first time. That's a new hero in our final.
Sombra too.
Oh yeah, that's 2 new heroes. S Diva. Diva as well. Diva's also new. It looks like Shadow Acid is lagging, so they will be leaving and coming back, I think.
Shadow Acid? Oh. I thought
Shadow
was
Acid
on
is
tank.
swapped to the DPS off of the tank. They've put Killfeeder in at DPS, or at tank, which I missed.
Killfeeder on the ball.
Yeah. Killfeeder is a scary Wrecking Ball. I would not want to play against Killfeeder's ball. Seems frightening. Oh,
It
but
is.
now we can talk about sharks and what hyperosmotic means. Because I forgot to do about it the last time when we had time between maps.
Baited. This game's starting.
Wait, what? Is it really starting right now? Are you
Nice try.
serious? No,
Yeah.
no, it's not ticking down. We have a minute. Okay,
Both teams
hyperosmotic.
that are... Yeah, get rolled.
You guys are never going to learn what hyperosmotic means. I'm so sorry. We all know that's what you really came here for.
They do have Google.
You
Yeah,
get
but
this
have
mod
you
at
ever known
halftime.
anyone to actually Google anything when they say I'm going to Google shit? I do it all the time, but that's just because me and the FBI agent that watches my search history have a special relationship. Alright. Hack going on to Xerxes, but there's no one to follow it up. Ryutai is getting a nice pick onto Jabba Dude from way in the back. Mines are out from Dallin. Ruby King is going to get the pick onto Killfeeder, follow up with Ethelred. Ryutai is going to get the pick onto Hinata. Is going to get D-Mectal, though, from Shadow Acid.
Translocating.
Point is, or payload is getting really close to the first point. Shadow Acid is going to beam down Dallin as Florida Mans comes back, ready to recontest the point. Shadow Acid gets the pick onto Legend Lubu. Reback from the Diva, but doesn't manage to live long enough to do it. Ryutai's going to get another pick onto Jabba. That's the second headshot. I'd be pretty pissed if I was Jabba. You just got back, and now you're back to spawn. Wall's coming out from Florida. Pretty happy, sitting on pretty much 4 ultimates, 5 ultimates, almost there at Valkyrie as well as Lift. Meanwhile, LA Ninja Way getting close to Diva Bomb, Nano, and Beat. But 66% at EMP. Now, I am not a Sombra player, but I think you really kind of need to get EMP a little faster than that.
Correct.
Get in there.
So, I don't know if the Sombra's going to work out. You're probably also saving the Diva Bomb for the EMP. Lift comes out, Nano onto the Wrecking Ball, Beat comes out to counter the Lift. Dallin's going to get the pick onto Ryutai, Hinata's going to get the pick onto Ethelred. Florida's still here, but they're just 4 people now, hanging out on the point. Nobody's going to get picked by Legend Lubu on the point. Mines are going to come out from both sides, making the point a very dangerous place to be for either team. Hinata's going to do the McCree. Oh, never mind. High Noon balls weren't out from Killfeeder just now. It's just the weird glare. Oh, but they are going to get the point. No one was there to contest from Florida. Rez comes out from Ethelred onto Shadow Acid, but I think they're just going to die here. Oop, never mind. They managed to get past the Wrecking Ball. Ooh, but they are going to get hacked and then killed. And the EMP is finally online for the side of LA Ninja Way, but they're down their Diva Bomb, so if they wanted to do that combo, the chance has passed. Swapping onto a Winston Diva from the side of Florida, with Shadow Acid going on to a Sombra of their own, trying to mirror this. Xerxes on the Mega trying to peek out. Walls come out. Ryutai is going to get the pick onto Fangor. Legend Lubu is going to get the pick onto Xerxes with the frog taking down the monkey. Diva Bomb goes in. Beat to counter it. Isn't going to get anyone. Java Dude is going to get the pick onto Ryutai with a nade. Nice. Hack onto Hinata. Shadow Acid is very low. Is going to get picked in the back line. Nobody's gonna get picked by Java Dude. It's just Killfeeder, Ethelred, and Xerxes here. It's one Mercy trying to support these 2 tanks. Xerxes is gonna go down, and Killfeeder is just kind of trying to stall this out. Ryutai is gonna get the pick onto Java Dude, but Ethelred is gonna go down to Dallin, and Hinata is gonna clean up Ryutai. As right now, it's just Killfeeder trying to contest this point on this Diva as much as possible. Nobody gets back to try and stall it out even further. Gonna manage to avoid the stun. Xerxes is back on this monkey. Dallin has the mines on cart. They are gonna kill Killfeeder. Valk is out. Beat comes out from LA Ninja Way. Mines are going to get Xerxes as well. Rez goes out to Killfeeder. EMP comes out. They're still stalling this point. Ethelred doing a good job, but is finally going to go down to the mines, and they are going to finally take point B with 3 minutes and 25 seconds on the clock. Looks like Mosquito's just kind of stuck back there. Probably wants to die. Ruby King doing some pretty good things on this Diva. Is going to immediately spot and push out Shadow Acid and Xerxes in this like top right high ground of whatever you call this part of point. Cart slowly making his way up the hill towards point. Diva Bomb. He gets chucked out into the other thing. Immediately counter Diva Bomb from Killfeeder. Is going to get 2. Although Hinata does get the pick onto Killfeeder, nobody's going to get the pick onto Fangor, and Ryutai is going to get the pick onto Ruby King. And then Dallin, and then Java. Ryutai cleans up 3. And Florida finally manages to stop the push of LA Ninja Way. Right at the little hill before point 3, where most people manage to reclaim the defense.
Good sitting there. I might need this.
They're playing with an EMP, a Pulse Bomb, and a Primal Rage. Meanwhile, LA Ninja Way has the Electric Cowboy in their back pocket. Let's see what these 2 teams decide to do. Looks like they've decided to poke Xerxes out at the high ground. Both tanks diving the high ground. EMP comes out. It gets 3 people on the side of LA Ninja Way, but there really isn't any DPS. Oh, looks like they primaled, and they're going to kill Hinata and Jabba in that tiny room. We still have a hacked frog, but looks like they're going to demech the Diva. Ethelred on that Moira now instead of on the Mercy. Try and give him a little more heals. As Florida push rushes to the spawn to try and get as many kills as possible. Finally killing down before deciding to back to point. Shadow Acid going invis and just kind of watching the doors to see what they're doing. Looks like Hinata is going a long way out of spawn to try and look for both Ryutai and Shadow Acid. Mosquito being really annoying on this Tracer. Both DPS kind of poking at the backline, forcing them to come back to try and contest them, just kind of stalling out for time, forcing them to deal with them in the backline. Hinata is fully just staring at Ryutai in the backline, looking for it. Shadow Acid's back here too. Hinata's been hacked, and it's just 2 DPS bullying Hinata. Mines are on point from Dallin, but Ryutai's already killed 2 people in the backline. Xerxes does go down to Ruby King, but Killfeeder's gonna get the pick onto Fangori. Ryutai's gonna get another pick onto Java Dude. Beats and Coalescence are coming out as the minute marker ticks down to clean up and further ensure the fight is definitely won, despite the fact that most people were dead. Alright, they have a Diva Bomb and a Pulse. Oh, never mind, Pulse Bomb gets used, is gonna get the pick onto Hinata. Ooh, Hinata and Mosquito are developing a special relationship in this map where it looks like it's just Mosquito consistently decking Hinata in the face as he walks out of spawn. Alright. 30 seconds remaining. EMP comes out, but the EMP from Shadow Acid is also out. Both sides have most of the team hacked. Killfeeder is going to chuck in a Diva Bomb immediately, is going to get Hinata again. Hinata's got terrible luck this map. I'm so sorry, dude. Fangori is going to get the pick onto Xerxes. It's Lucio and Baby Diva duking it out on point where we have a Nano Hog on point. Beat comes out from Legend Lubu. Try and stall this out. Overtime has been hit, but Florida is there just trying to get them off point. Just Lucio there. Skill Orb finally kills Legend Lubu. Ryutai is going to kill Hinata again. Fangori's going to translocate in, immediately going to get hacked killed. Diva Bomb is in there. The Monkey Bubble is almost down, but it looks like it actually went into the Monkey Bubble. Pulse Bomb, Steamek the Diva, and then just cleaned up. Nice work. I think that Diva Bomb was unfortunate. Yeah, I think that Diva Bomb was unfortunate because it looked like the Winston bubble was almost broken, but because Ruby King was the last person alive, there was no one else to do the final bit of damage, so it just kind of went off inside the bubble. Like, and the bubble was pre-placed, so it's almost like he delivered it to the bubble, which was unfortunate because that was supposed to clear the point for stall. Unfortunate misplay, but now
That happens.
it does. It does. Let's see. Now we have Florida on the attack with LA on the defense. Looks like
Florida
we're gonna
running
see
a dive.
a double shield.
Ooh,
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Double shield and double sniper. Yeah, I think they're gonna get steamrolled here by the dive, and especially because I know Florida's dive is really good.
Hey,
Well, they've seen that Florida's dive is really good. They were playing dive for the last, like, once they swapped it in the hangar. But of course, you're still gonna, like, the momentum's gonna carry forward even after you do your swaps. So it's probably gonna be like 1-2 fights after the swaps before you really see the effect of the swaps. But that dive held the map. Like, I mean, we'll see. They don't have the Sombra here, but I don't. They also again have, like, Killfeeder, tell me what's going on in your head with this brig. I want to know. I don't understand, and I don't play this video game enough to try and understand. Dive comes in, Diva, Winston, Genji both on the side. Lamp comes out to try and save people from the dive. Xerxes does get demexed. That is unfortunate, but that's a really good anti onto the team. Dallin is going to get the pick onto Xerxes. Killfeeder's going to get the pick onto Ruby King. Hinata's going to get the pick onto Shadow Acid, but Xerxes is back. Is going to get the pick by Hinata, but Ryutai is just going to smack Hinata. You just have an Orisa shield against this Widow. That's not exactly what you want to do. Nobody is here with Legend Lubu in the back. Legend Lubu is going to smack nobody. Ryutai is going to smack Legend Lubu. I guess with the armor pack, like, thinking old brig days, back when the armor pack was, like, a reasonable thing. It's a really good long distance confirmed heal, so maybe that's what they're going for here, is they have the Ana, they have the brig, that's 2 technically long distance healers. Kill Feeder is gonna Primal, is gonna get the kill onto Java, is gonna get the kill on Hada. Fangori is gonna follow up with a kill onto Xerxes, but Kill Feeder is gonna get another pick onto Fangori, and it's just Kill Feeder, a monkey man in his prime, rolling through this team. I wonder if that's the play with the support line, although, because I am curious as a support player about the support line. Very interesting to me. Alright, we have Walls and Dragonblade, which is immediately gonna get... Ooh, they're gonna try and farm bad spawns, but they're gonna farm it into an Orisa and a Sigma, so Shadow Acid is just going to get destroyed. But Kill Feeder and Xerxes are going to come back and clean up the rest of the bad spawns after Shadow Acid embarrasses himself. Fangori has been spotted.
From what I'm told, it looks like Florida's just trolling.
Oh.
Apparently, they've never put Shadow Acid on DPS before. And I think the Brig is also just a troll.
I mean, I was thinking the Brig was that they wanted long distance healing, but they didn't think that their supports could aim. Which is fair.
100%.
Lift comes out, Diva Bomb to counter. Lift is gonna get nobody, and Ethelred. It's 2 picks. Shadow Acid is gonna get the pick onto Java. Diva Bomb doesn't get anything. Meat comes out from LA Ninja Way. Primal come out from Kill Feeder. Can they kill anything, although? Fangori gets to pick onto Ryutai. Hanadas gets to pick onto Kill Feeder, swapping onto that Reaper to deal with that monkey. And now it's just Xerxes on point. Picked. And it looks like perhaps Florida's hubris may have cost them. LA Ninja Way retakes the hangar phase. Ooh, Ryutai is gonna get a nice pick on Hanada, coming back on the Hanzo. Almost have a Nano Blade here on the side of Florida. Fangori is gonna get the counter pick onto Ryutai. We have a Bongo Dragon, we have a window. It's gonna be up to who presses Q first. They want a Nano Blade so bad, but the Dragon comes out. Nano goes on to the Genji. Immortality came out early. Ooh, it is gonna get Jabba. It's gonna get Dallin, also gonna get Ruby King. Fangori and Hanada try to clean up. Hanada is going to press Q and is gonna get Shadow Acid, and it looks like it's gonna manage to get the D-Mech on the Diva. Ryutai is gonna get the pick on Hanada, but Fangori is going to deny Ryutai and then deny Xerxes as LA Ninja Way continues to hold.
Hey.
And I'm now getting corrected again that they are not trolling. So I'm getting mixed messages from the Florida Mayhem team.
Yes, Yellow, as someone who is friends with Kill Feeder, has the insights, which is absolutely why I recruited him to casting, and definitely not a last-minute decision I made where I was like, hey, you want to cast? Like 10 minutes before this happened. Now the Red's gonna press the rally button. Lift comes out, window, so, but they lifted out of the window. Dallon's gonna get the pick onto Xerxes, Ryutai's gonna get the pick onto Java. That's one support down from LA Ninja Way. It's just Lucio heals on their side now. Bongo's gonna come out to further deny any further progress on this payload. Dragon comes out, but looks like they're manually gonna avoid it. Meat comes out from the side of LA Ninja Way. Hanada's gonna get the pick onto Ryutai. Shadow Ass is gonna get the pick onto Fangori. Hanada's gonna get the pick onto nobody. Shadow Ass is gonna get the pick onto Hanada. Xerxes is sleeping on the job. Gets woken up, continuing to push on. They're on the Rhine Zarya now. Immediately anti-duel though. Oh, finally Shadow Acid went up to contest Java. As it looks like the Rhine Zarya is treating them much better than the dive was into this double shield comp, as they managed to push the payload further. Ooh, but Fangori is going to kill 3 people. Ryutai is also going to kill 3 although. And now it's just Fangori on this car, and Kill Feeder is going to clean up Fangori. Whoop, but Dallon's back on the Wrecking Ball. Java is also back. Anti's out on both sides, but Anti on the tank hurts a lot more. Legend Lubu is back on the Lucio. Ruby King, ooh, not quite fast enough to contest the cart, as well as the Dragon is a little late. Florida takes second point, although they don't have as clean a time bank as LA Ninja Way did when they got to this part, I believe. So let's see what happens. They are pushing up very aggressively, but that's how you want to play this Rhine Zarya. Hog out from Dallin, trying to get a little extra DPS in, but downside is you are just a giant ult spawn. Hanada is sleeping in the back, is gonna have to race to get out of there. Man is running away, but is going to get cleaned up by Shadow Acid. Bangori has to back off. Grab comes out, is really only going to... Oh, it's going to get 3 people. 2 walk into it. Lift comes out from Ruby King. Rally to counter it. Shatter comes out, is going to get both teams with the Dragon Blade. Nano goes onto the Dragon Blade, and it looks like Florida Mans will clean that up. Little hiccup there in the hangar phase, but managed to roll it through.
Play of the game.
Alright, let's see this play of the game from Killfeeder. Ooh, you love to see the death play of the games. It's like mistakes were made, but mistakes also weren't made. Killfeeder again, 4% from greatness. Honestly, Florida, we've been so close so many times.
Wow,
FTP
Florida's
and
actually
Killfeeder.
throwing this game.
I'm disappointed. Either kill less or kill more. Don't tease us like this. Alright, I think we go to the desk now, right? The
Correct.
analyst people.
Yes, we do.
Alright, I'm gonna go drink water. Holy crap.
Yeah, you need a break, Reed. You've earned it. Yellow, you can stay.
Yeah. I definitely
Yellow, you participated, and you know what? We're happy to have you. As we said, Yellow was definitely scheduled to cast this, and it's
Yellow's
definitely
my
was like a
favorite bench
last-minute
warmer for
decision.
the caster deck. Let's be real.
Mine too. Best co-head caster I've ever had. Sorry to the other two. I mean, what? But yeah, so Florida Man's up 3-0, and some of these matches have been a little one-sided, but not all of them. LA Ninja Way, they're fighting back. They've had a lot of spirit, and a couple players in particular, like Dallin is popping off here. Like, I can feel how hard he's sweating right now. He's playing very well. Gluttony, what have you been seeing? Because I've just been seeing so many good plays on both sides. It's hard to know where to start.
Yeah, it's hard to know where to start. Honestly, going into Hanamura, the teleport from the LA Ninja Way, I think caught Florida off guard. And them having to protect last point Hanamura for 5 minutes, while is completely doable, is very, very hard to do normally. So it might have worked out for LA if they made swaps sooner. I think they waited a little too long on that map to make some swaps.
I agree.
Let's see here. Nepal was actually really, really close. LA taking first section, and then Florida getting the last 2, I believe. So honestly,
Florida got first, but I'm not positive. Someone can check us on that.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Cool.
Yeah,
Thank
not
you.
to. It was definitely a very, very close control, and I think it really kind of gone either way. So it's hard to know there what could have gone better for either side. Gibraltar is very honestly an odd pick. It's not something you see all that often. I think LA, having gotten the loss on Hanamura, picked Gibraltar hoping to catch Florida off guard, because it's not normally an escort map that gets picked. Normally you go Route 66 or New Bonnie.
I think they wanted to.
Not an escort
Not
map.
New Bonnie. I think they wanted to roll out with the dive, because that was the first time we really saw Ruby on Diva, and it definitely seemed like he was really comfortable in that. I think like the ball Diva dive is something that they're just more comfortable on, and they thought that Gibraltar was better for that, and it really was. They did very well on those first 2 points. Just at the third point, where a dive isn't as good and you really want to be more brawly, that's where they got held up, and that's ultimately where the difference really was in that map.
I can agree. I feel like also LA didn't really run a full dive, whereas I think Florida did, because they ran a Monkey Diva, whereas LA ran Ball Diva. I think Monkey in that sense has more sustain, whereas Ball is just more harassment. So it honestly depends on how you want to try and play the dive. Going into more depth just in people, I mean, we have possible MVP candidates we need to look at. FTB has gotten 2 plays of the game so far, one on Nepal and one on Hanamura. Killfeeder getting the one on Gibraltar, obviously. We just watched that.
And Mosquito / Rutai has also had some very, very big plays inside of Florida. For the Ninja Way, I think Dallin is doing a lot of work, but Ruby and Lubu are also definitely putting in the same effort. Not to say anyone else isn't, I'm just saying that they're the ones I've noticed. Ruby has been pretty on point with his shatters. I believe he's gotten one or two blocks, and his fluxes have been on point too. I believe he was the Sigma for that one. That when they switch between Sigmas, it's sometimes hard to remember. But Legend Lubu has done very well at building up his beats, and he's gotten them pretty fast, and he's had them when he's needed them. Don't always work, but, nothing's perfect. No old is.
That's true. I would like to, in that regard, also add Fang to that list for the LA Ninja
For
Way.
sure.
Having just playing Hanzo to like the best of the ability. We've seen some people play Hanzo this season, getting massive picks back to back to back. Also coming from Ryutai. Also, Hanzo is not an easy character to play. Most people will think that, but they're wrong. So, um, Fang hopping onto that character, feeling comfortable on it, and picking people out so that it's very, very obvious that she is doing all that she can to try and get her team through this series as best as they possibly can.
Oh, I 100% agree. So, for moving forward, it is 3-0 to Florida. So Ninja Way do have a very tall task ahead of them, but from what we've seen, it's definitely not outside their own possibility. Do you think they need to change anything up, change their focus? What do you think they can do here to give them a chance getting back into this game?
Honestly, I would say if the LA Ninja Way was looking and trying to reverse sweep this whole series, they need to start focusing down Florida's DPS much more sooner than they have been. While I can agree that their tanks and their supports are really, really good, I would say their DPS right now have been carrying them with making picks throughout the whole series. They need to move to some way of getting their DPS out first, and if they keep picking out Florida's DPS every time, I think they will end up winning this. They could end up reverse sweeping this whole series if they end up focusing the DPS more.
Yeah. I agree. But on the side of Florida, they definitely seem close to just finishing this off. They're playing well, and they have the momentum. Hopefully, halftime doesn't kill that too much. It usually doesn't, but giving the other team time to regroup, reassess, can hopefully give them a way back into this. And we're already seeing a competitive match that's definitely more competitive than the scoreline would indicate. What do you think? You think we're going to be done at 4? Think we might get to 5 or 6? Think we're going all the way to 7? Any thoughts?
If I had to make a prediction, I would think that we would see map 5. Map 6, I don't know. So I think we definitely see a map 5 here.
Yep, I agree. I definitely think that the Ninja Way are going to be able to take this time to recuperate, and I'm looking for them to come out swinging on map 4. The map pick is not in yet, but I believe it will be hybrid. And
we all know what hybrid map people pick. It's King's Row. Come on.
I mean, I don't know about that. With some of the players they have, I could see Blizzard World coming out, but
that's true also.
Not that I want to see Blizzard World, but it wouldn't surprise me. But you never know. If they feel confident that their dive is better, they could try to go for Numbani, because Numbani, first point is hard if you're not playing a good dive.
I'm going to have a word with Dallin if they're playing Blizzard World, swear to God.
Alrighty, Dallin, you know what you must do. I want to see this fight.
I want to see this fight. That's great.
Front row seats.
Thank you. We talked about a whole bunch of people. The last thing we really need to go over is we know that as a possibility the next map could be the last map. If we had to pick right now who our MVPs would be on either team, who would you pick, Stonewall, and why?
Ooh, all right. Well, for Ninja Way, it would definitely be Dallin. He is lighting up the kill feed, and he's not even just disrupting Florida's backline. He's just killing it. And the way he's playing, he is leading by force. And from LA, it's Dallin, no question whatsoever in my mind. Florida, it's a little harder, but I think I'd give it to FTB. He's popped off when he's needed to. He's been solid in these fights, and his ult usage has been pretty good. So, looks like we're going to Eichenwald. Interesting.
Well, at least it's not Blizzard World.
I wanted to see Yo and Dallin fight. I'm sad now. I'm gonna go cry.
I prefer Eichenwald over Kingsborough.
Yeah, I know.
Eichenwald's a pretty good match.
I also agree, but I'm also the league's resident lover of Horizon Lunar Colony, so my opinion on maps
That's
is
wild.
usually
That's
invalidated.
wild. I'm sorry, Stone. That's fucking bullshit. Out your goddamn mouth.
Hey, I'm just saying, season 4 playoffs, only one
I
team
come back
picked Horizon, and it was
heresy.
Philadelphia Fusion, and we won it. So
10 games on Horizon, then 1 game on Paris.
Which is worse, Horizon or Paris is
Oh,
honestly the
Paris is worse, and it's not even close.
I hate them both so much, though.
Horizon
It's hard.
is beautiful, and anyone who says otherwise is wrong. And that'll be the last words of this discussion. Cool, because we're getting back into the game. So, yeah. With that, we're going to send it back to the casters, and I will see you guys after the match, or after map 6. And just remember, Horizon Lunar Colony is a fantastic map, and anyone who says otherwise is wrong. Thank you.
Alright. Well, we have LA Ninja Way in the red, Florida Man's in the blue, in case you forgot. We have, it looks like, Xerxes on the Reinhardt, FTB on the Sigma, Ryutai in on the McCree, and McCree in on the Ash, Ozone on the Burrita, and Nine Lota on the Mercy. Again, with the Burrita. Someone explain this to me. I'm not smart enough to understand it.
5, 4, 3,
Okay. Someone with higher SR will have to explain this to me after the match. Anyways, it looks like we have a Ryan Sig on the side of LA Ninja Way, but this time they are running the Hanzo with Jabba on the Echo, Legend Lubu on the Ana, and Nerds in on the Lucio. First time we've seen Nerds this match. Maybe it will be the swing. McCree is going to immediately headshot onto Jabba, and then 2 follow-up kills onto Ruby King, and Nerds is going to go down to Fangori, but is going to get rezzed by 9 Lota. Ryutai is going to get the pick on down as Florida shoos the LA Ninja Way off their point. And some very aggressive play with FTB getting an early pick onto Jabba. Jabba's gonna swap onto the Genji off of the Echo, and Fang is dangerously low, is gonna finally get healed up a little bit. As they're just kind of trading blows, rock onto FTB. Ryutai is going to flash and kill Fangori. FTB is going to get the pick onto Nerds. Nerds right now? I'm assuming that's Nerds right now. Xerxes is going to get the pick onto Ruby King with a lot of assists from his team. As they're going to boop them back into spawn. LA Ninja Way forced to regroup as Florida Mans continues to hold point A. Fangori swapping onto the Reaper for a little extra damage. We have ultimates on each side. Dallin is going to start with the lift. Doesn't look like anything happened. Shatter comes out, is going to get done. High Nuno's going to come out from Ryutai, is going to get canceled. Nothing's going to happen. Oh, never mind. It just got booped around. Bob is also on the field. That was a fucking Spark special from Florida.
Legend Lubu back capping a tick.
Amazing.
Hello.
In that shit show, they forgot the Ana. Also, that was all of the ultimates on the side of Florida Man's with a lovely Spark special on their side. They only have the Rally of the Lift coming up.
Activating the barrier.
Let's see, they're pushing into a Nano. Potentially a Blade this fight. We'll see, we'll see. Rally and Lift come out from Florida Man's. Ryutai is going to get the pick onto Ruby King. Legend Lubu is dangerously low. Nano, it looks like, went onto the Sigma. Legend Lubu is going to get picked by FTB. McCree's going to get the pick onto Jabba. And Ozone's going to get that flail kill onto Dallin.
Hello. Oh, hello.
Thank you. Hey.
Alright. We have a Dragon Blade on the side of LA Ninja Way, but Ryutai is immediately going to shut down that as an option, and then is going to just jump past the tanks into the back of the team, right click, and then just kind of roll out. Fangori standing on the bridge, throwing some bullets into the back line. Coalescence coming out from Nerds is going to get shattered by Xerxes. Ruby King is going to counter the shot. Nope, not counter, it's just going to get slept As FTB and McCree are just going to clean it up. Bob goes to the spawn door. And the team kill chime goes off. As a golden Bob stands watch over the spawn door. Just go out of a different spawn door, hun. You don't have to kill the Bob. Alright, looks like LA Ninja Way are back at it, trying to throw themselves again at the rock that is Florida Mayhem. Let's see. We have Ozone hanging out on top of this bridge. Finally decides to drop down to the team. High Noon from behind is going to get Nerds. And they're going to get Fangori. Charge comes in from Xerxes, is going to get the pick on Dallin. Jabba is going to get the pick on Ryutai. FTB is going to get the pick on the Shatter and off the map. As Ruby King looks like they're just done. Blade comes out as a first point hold from Florida.
Score 0.
Woo!
0. Switching sides.
Well, it is the fourth map, and it is 3-0. I imagine the mental on both sides is very special right now.
I feel like Ninja Way's kind of just boomed at this point. I don't think they are playing at their best.
No, I don't. I agree. I think they're a wee bit tilted. Wee bit tilted. Dallin was in chat earlier describing how he'd rather be playing WoW. Many people agreeing.
Ready for battle.
So, you know, I guess let's just hope that both teams have fun in this match and do their best.
Attackers
Looks like for the defense, we're going to have Ruby King on the Reinhardt, Dallin on the Roadhog, Fangori on the Mei, Java on the Torbjorn, Legend Lubu on the Lucio, and Nerds on the Mercy. It's a low heal comp. With Xerxes on the Reinhardt, FTB on the Sigma, Ryutai on the McCree, and McCree on the Doomfist.
I'm very excited for Doomfist.
Ozone on the Brita, and Nine Lota on the Mercy.
1.
Does McCree ever play McCree? Or did he pick that name to be a personal vexation to me?
I don't think I've ever seen him play McCree.
That's hilarious. That's the fucking funniest thing you could ever do. Well, Dallin is immediately going to kill 2 people on the side of LA Ninja Way, or on the side of Florida Man. Nine Lota is going to res Ryutai, and Ozone is going to get the pick onto Fangori. Legend Lubu is going to get the pick onto Xerxes. Res comes out for Fangori. Java is going to get picked by Ryutai, and then Nerds is going to get picked by Ryutai as well. Doomfist is back in. Is going to deny the kill by the Reinhardt too. Excellent play from McCree. FTB is going to get the pick onto Dallin. That pesky turret's finally going to go down. FTB is going to get 2 picks onto Ruby King and Legend Lubu. As right now, it is just a Doomfist smacking around a Mei. As they manage to claim points.
Victory.
And Florida Mans takes the season 4.5 champion title. Nice, nice.
Play of the game.
Well, I mean, there was a lot that happened in like the last week of this season. It was quite chaotic. I'm happy we at least had a championship, and I'm happy that both teams were willing to participate and do their best. And we had some good maps and good plays on both sides. Alright.
Definitely, even though it was a 4-0, it was a lot of the maps were a lot closer than you'd think.
Yeah, they went to 3 maps on, or 3 segments on Nepal, as well as they were really close on Gibraltar. So, nice job, Florida Mans. Clean. As expected from that team, let's be real.
Traveling to Iconwell.
All right, and well, with that, that's it. That's our season. We'll get our MVP votes in, and we're gonna try to reach out to get some interviews with the coaches. Yellow, do you want a message asking for those 3?
Do I get to help
interviews?
interview?
Yeah, 100%.
That's amazing. I'm gonna throw these interviews so hard. That's great.
Oh boy. All right. Oh, Yellow, are you messaging them for the interviews?
Yes, I will.
Alright. looking at the chat. It has been mostly spam that I don't understand, but I'm glad that everyone who was out here could make it. I hope you enjoyed the cast as well as just the gameplay. Hope we can see some GGs in Mock Overwatch League. I hope you guys are excited for next season. This has been our kind of mini season while we test out the new SR system, but I think maybe with some changes, we'll start up season 5 in January, which is closer than you think. Every time I look at the calendar, it creeps closer. And hopefully we can see these teams fight again next season, and maybe LA Ninja Way will reclaim this lost glory against Florida Mans in the full season. So. Let's see. Whoop,
I cannot find a mosquito to drag.
He's dying.
It's. I'm sorry.
Oh, it looks like we're gonna start with interviews of the Florida Man's coaching staff.
All right. Well, first of all,
Who is Dinosaur? Is that Mosquito?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Mosquito, sorry.
Hi.
it's all good. All right. Well, first of all, congratulations. You've won MOWL. How does it feel?
You've won MOWL. Congrats. This server is our problem now.
And feel free to remember to act like you've been here before. We know this is totally a new experience to you.
True.
See, nothing will match the feeling of me playing Taylor Swift at max volume and map.
Okay, which album?
I was literally just listening to Love Story and You Belong With Me on repeat.
Wow. I don't know. I was about to get hype if you were going to actually start talking about Evermore, because that is a masterpiece. But
No, you gotta play the old. You gotta play the old classics.
I mean, don't get me wrong; they're still fantastic. But yeah.
All right. How's it feel? How you feeling?
It was
Feels
a fun
good.
game. It was a fun game. Yeah.
And I mean, the team worked hard to get here. It was kind of unfortunate with some of the stuff that obviously happened in playoffs, but we were pretty confident whoever we were going to play that we could take it home. I think our team's really, really solid, and obviously huge shout out to everybody we had on our roster and showing up and playing their heart out and just having a good time. So
Nice. Who would you vote on your team for MVP? Let's make it awkward. Which of your team do you like the most? And who else do you not give a shit about?
wow, okay, that's pretty toxic.
Toxic.
It truly is very hard because there's a lot of people that I would like. Everyone has done something for the team, right? Like I could list off a reason for everyone to have MVP for the season.
I mean, we got time.
We don't have that much time.
It's easy to give it to the DPS players, right? Because you always see them in the kill feed. You always see that. Mosquito, obviously a huge scout, or a huge shout. I mean, a scout too, whatever. Really good mechanics. He's been really solid for us all season long. Spartan, same way. Our supports have been great. Our tank line, awesome. Obviously, FTB and Xerxes, my other coaches, they've been a huge help. Xerxes doing a lot of the behind the scenes stuff, and FTB as well. So, but I think probably. I think for this match in particular, I'd probably give it to Mosquito. He was in all 4 maps. He did a great job. Obviously, having a good time, and he's been a solid play for us throughout the whole season. So that's probably who my vote would be.
Nice. Now you don't get to vote. We do, but it's kind of down a bit.
So this entire question was useless.
It was. I just really wanted to see whether or not Killfeeder would choose his friend FTB or his player Mosquito, and now I know, and that's useful information for me in the future.
Reed, you should play Survivor. You're manipulating information very, very well.
It's fun. What do you think? Who should be MVP on the side of LA Ninja Way if we were to give them like a runner-up MVP? What player wowed you the most on that team?
Dahlin. Easy.
Yeah, I'd say Dahlin as well.
Some of those maps, especially Hanamura, like they were like what 80%, 85, like it was just like it was so close to continuing on, and I don't think the 4-0 really gives the match justified. I think some of those maps are actually quite close, but yeah, Dahlin is an extremely good player.
As someone who was in the game, Dolan made it very annoying to be really effective on DPS. He
Yeah.
just kept harassing me, and it was not fun.
It's not fun to play against, and I think that I mean
That
that as a compliment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unanimously.
Nice. Yeah.
All right, Reed, would you like to announce it, or maybe even Yellow? Would you like to announce it?
Let's make Yellow announce it. I think there's no one else who can convey the amount of boundless enthusiasm, overjoy, and just like I think he'll be perfect to deliver this amazing segment.
We all talked, and we decided to give finals MVP to FTB.
Hey.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah,
I
dude,
think
you
it's
had
a.
some amazing lifts in there. I was super impressed.
Yeah. It was primarily for ult usage. It was pretty clean.
Well, thank you very much.
But Mosquito, you were very close second, and you do deserve that honor as well. We just can only give one, but you are the runner-up on that, and you played very well, and you should be very proud of that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Honestly, as a member of a championship team, like y'all won.
Yeah.
Y'all won.
We'll get you guys rolled up shortly. That's not my job, but I can do it. But yeah. So, while we have you here, is there anything you would like to say to everyone who tuned in to watch this match?
PG-13. PG-13, please.
Stream Taylor Swift. Stream Tay-Tay. That's all I have to say.
I'm going to cut in and say, yeah, please, stream Taylor Swift. Do it. Okay. Anyone else?
Yep.
I just like to shout out to production. Obviously, always I
shucks.
always
Yeah.
appreciate you guys and all the work that everybody puts in behind the scenes. Admin council for all the work they put in, as well, to keep the tournament clean and running well. I know that's a lot of work. Obviously, anybody in leadership throughout the server, everybody who came out to watch and support us or the other team. Obviously, I really appreciate everybody coming out and hopefully gave you guys a good game to watch.
Yeah. Well, we'll see you guys all in season 5 in January in 2021. Let's hope it's better than 2020.
Hard to be
Bar
right.
is so low. Bar is so low. But let's hope we can get above it.
All that year has to do is not fuck up and it'll be fine.
Yep. Pretty much. Well, I think we're gonna wrap things up here. Thank you, everyone who tuned in, and congratulations once again to the Florida Mans for winning MOWL Season 4.5. Thanks to our casters, Reed and Yellow, and I was on the analyst desk. I'm Stonewall, joined with Gluttony, and big thank you to Gluttony for all the production. He does a great job here, so everyone, please show your love to Gluttony. He has carried the production of MOWL this entire season with all of our featured games. He produces them, he helps with the graphics. I can't thank you enough, Gluttony. The work you do around here is just phenomenal. So thank you.
On that note, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move FTV, Killfeeder, and Dinosaur out really quick.
Yep.
Actually, it's Yellow.
Possible you don't have
yeah,
terms
I don't
to
have
that.
that.
Yeah. Yep.
On that note, I'm gonna go ahead and announce something here. So, Fang won the most recent council election, but nobody knows who they're filling in for, and that somebody is me. I'm going back to school in the winter, and rather than leaving myself in the spot to take space, I thought it would be a better opportunity for somebody else to step up and show what they're worth. So Fang is obviously taking over my spot on council. To those who have an eagle eye will notice that there is a now retired council role in the Discord that has all the former council members who have held the rank in the server. My name is on top of that, but that's only because it's in alphabetical order. But yeah, this is technically me stepping down from council, though I'm not out of the game completely. I will still be here. I will still be advising council on matters that they deem me worthy of knowing. And I hope to continue to grow not only here, but in other leagues as well. I'm going back to school to actually learn more about streaming, so I'm hoping to learn some more things and bring some knowledge back to the program, getting to broadcast here and there when I have the time. And I'm going to enjoy every single minute of it. So thank you all very much for letting me stream 4.5 Grand Finals, Season 4 Finals, letting me be in council for as long as I have. Um, it's been a very, very lucky opportunity for me, and I think I've grown better as a person for it in terms of uh, I don't really have the words to convey how I feel about this. I mean, it wasn't an easy choice for me to make, and I enjoyed every single minute of it. But I will not be gone. So I look forward to seeing some more of you as time passes by. Just don't forget about me, is all I have to say at the end there. So, ladies and gentlemen, as a final goodbye for season 4.5, the end of Grand Finals, I've been Gluttony, joined by Redat, Yellow Mio, and Stonewall, and we will see you all for season 5 starting in January. I hope you all have a great rest of the Christmas season. To those of you who don't know, my last name is Griswold, so as a Griswold, I bless your Christmas season for all of the people who know that movie. And I will see you all later. Peace.